Okay, today I'm going to be talking about how to make 167% return on your XRP. And it might not be what you think. This isn't hype. This isn't a scam. This is just kind of fundamental trading using a strategy and a plan that you have in place to, know when to exit, know when to buy, and then yes, also when to exit. So here on the XRP chart, from this, where we are now, $1.37 to its previous all-time high at 365 is, I just rounded it up because I couldn't make it to 167, but 167%. That's a great return on investment. And that's only going to the previous all-time high, right? So anything above that, since we've never gone above 365 on XRP, that's more uncharted territories. I mean, $4, yeah. Do I think it will hit $4 one day? Yeah. But it's going to be a lot easier to hit this last previous all-time high than to reach $4 because that's uncharted territories. So a lot of people use this strategy is just buying and selling when there's this big of gap and it's kind of undersold or not undersold, oversold, underbought and oversold right back up to where it was. And there's some people sitting to short it and sell at that point too. That's a strategy. That's a plan that you can use. This isn't investing advice. It's just educational purposes only, and just sharing this on the chart of that's a good move, and something that I'll even use. I have some in my XRP bag that I do hold long term. So past this 365 and for years and up to $4, $5, $10, whatever, because I do think it will get to that point at some point in the future. But when it hits this previous all time high, will I take some risk off the table? Yeah, you bet your little booty I will. I mean, that's just smart. That's my part of my plan. You stick with whatever you want to do. I'm just sharing what I do and what I think is smart, what I think smart money does. So again, right now at $1.37 to its previous all-time high is 167% return. Not a bad day in the office, right? XRP, is down a little bit, 2.5% on the 24. It's up a little bit on the 1 month, but overall cryptos, following suit. It's not just XRP because XRP still follows the broader market. See, overall market cap is basically down 2.5%. We're back in that fear section. Altcoins are pushing a little bit more. And this is still just political stuff and global things, with the war and stuff like that. That's just continuing to happen, and just linger on. There's stuff new every day, it feels like. So that's kind of why crypto is very volatile in that sense of it'll be the first one to kind of catch a lot of that volatility, because it's seen as a riskier asset and stuff that is still needing regulation stuff to help it. And that's all. I mean, crypto's new. That's what I always like to say is we're still early. Crypto's new. It's going to take time. So yeah, we're very much still early, but yeah, that's kind of it for this video. Don't want to linger on too much. The point is you have a strategy, have a plan, stick with it. But this is one that a lot of people use. It's kind of in the fundamentals of trading is you buy it when it's oversold and you sell it right when it gets back to its previous all-time high. Cause that is, what we've already done. It's not uncharted territory. Not saying it will anytime soon, or, I have to be honest, ever get to 365, but I do think it will with just believing in it and knowing what XRP is doing, what crypto is doing, that it's more likely to get back to its previous all-time high and then exceed that in the future, right? That's all we have to base it off of. Risk management and just probability. There's nothing's for certain, but that's just something I use. It's just probability and something that's a little bit of a fundamental strategy that a lot of people use and think is pretty simple. So if you want to implement that, put it into your plan, you can, but always have a plan and make sure it's coming from you, what you want to do. Don't listen to me. Thanks for giving me some of your time. Check it out my channel. But yeah, at the end of the day, don't really listen to me. Just, have some. Hopefully this is just some educational information for you to help you make maybe some decisions. But at the end of the day, it needs to be your decision. But yeah, that is it for this video. I'm here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so I'll be back on Friday. If you want to check out, more of my videos in the meantime, feel free. But yeah, just thanks for giving me some of your time, and maybe I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.